Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. Thank you for finding me. Thank you for joining me. Today my question is about Mike Pence. Would he pardon Trump and Trump's family if Trump ended up leaving office early before, the term was up, Pence took over as acting president? Would he pardon Trump and Trump's family? The energetic answer to that, the instant energetic answer to that is yes. The question is, will he? Will he have the opportunity to do so? And that's kind of a no. I'm getting a definite no there. So I thought what I would do is take a quick look at Pence and his energy and what things look like going forward for him. In some ways, the poor citizens of America are really in a hard place because the combination of Pence and Trump, it sort of brings to mind the phrase, six of one, half a dozen of another. Neither one is a great choice. So let's just carry on and see what we can find out here about Mike Pence and what his sort of energy and future looks like. Let's just see what we can zero in on Mike Pence and see what the universe and the cards have to tell us. Down. There we go. We'll cut Mike Pence. Oops. Okay. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords and we have the Knight of Pentacles sitting on top of that. So with the Page, very often that talks about delays, things not moving as quickly as you would like or as you had hoped that they would. And the Knight of Pentacles always sort of reminds me of a mercenary, sort of somebody who will do what they're told, as opposed to following their own compass. So we're going to call this, for the purposes of this reading, the Pence card. So what you have here is you have the Wheel of Fortune at the base. So it was literally a fortunate set of events that created the situation where Pence was able to end up in the presidency or end up as vice president. He was just bland enough and just boring enough and had a real foothold with the evangelicals. So he was a good fit for Trump. And when the craziness of Trump winning and the election and stuff was going on, Pence was sort of held out as he's calmer. He's a politician. He can guide Trump, through the ropes. Not, of course, understanding that Trump couldn't be guided. He's like a 2-year-old in the candy aisle of the grocery store kicking and screaming. But that was the hope and the expectation. And for Pence, it was really a stroke of good fortune, because I don't know that he was doing all that well in terms of actually getting reelected. You have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords here. So this is telling me that he has some very strong women in his life that surround him. I think he gets a lot of good advice from his wife. That does not mean he can necessarily listen to the advice. I don't know where it was, and unfortunately I can't remember what reporter did it, but there was a book written, I believe it was about vice presidents and their relationships with their presidents. And whoever this was, and I apologize because I blank, don't know, can't remember. They talked, though, about the fact that Trump very, very much was like Pence's dad. And so on a real basic and fundamental level, Pence is scared of Trump. He's just scared of him. So yeah, if for some reason Trump was kicked out of office and the last thing Trump said is, you do what I tell you and you pardon everybody and everything, or your life is going to be a living hell, Pence would just cower and do it. Make no mistake, he doesn't have the sort of fortitude to stand up to that kind of bombastic energy. It's just outside of his comfort zone, and he just doesn't know how to navigate that kind of energy. So it doesn't matter that he has support around him. He's not listening to it. He feels he can't. Okay. So, and then we've got coming up soon, we've got heartbreak. So things are not going to go well for Pence. I don't know if Trump's going to throw him under the bus time, 952, or it's something else. But he's not in a good place. He's going to be really over and emotional about things. Things are going to be really stressing him out and really upsetting him. He is not going to like being judged. And, because he is what he is and believes what he believes that not only will he be judged harshly by the American people, but he also believes that he will be judged harshly by his God and his religious beliefs. So he's in a difficult place, but you know what? Judgment is coming. And I'm here to tell you that some of the judgment that's coming after him has to do with money. It has to do with shady dealings. It has to do with perhaps his family or family money or generations of money. There is more than meets the eye with the Pence situation. There's a lot more money involved than anybody at this point is looking at or suspects. And frankly, there's so much of that crap going on with Trump that you can only look at so much of the insanity. He will try hard to hang on to what he has. Will he be successful? I don't know. Let's see. Well, he's definitely feeling embattled. Things, when they change, are going to change kind of quickly. Things that appear to be stuck or not moving forward are really going to get unstuck and really going to move forward. And we have the Knight of Swords coming. So there's almost that sense of, charging, rushing in where angels fear to tread, sort of charging forward when that may not necessarily be his best move. So at this point, it kind of looks to me as if Pence was put in the position to have to do this, if it was demanded of him, he would do it. But I think what this is telling me is that he is going to be embattled in his own right. There is going to be, as things speed up and move forward, there's going to be information coming out on Pence that they have managed to keep quiet up till now, but the smoke and mirrors game they're playing, the, I don't know, I'm just following my boss. That's going to start to get shattered. The illusions are going to start to fall away. And what people are going to see is that this is a man really who is just completely out of his league. He does not know cannot cope with the personality. And as much as his ego might say, oh, I would love to be president, his inner self is like, oh my God, don't bring this to me. I don't want it. I can't handle it. So there's this constant sort of turmoil with him. But it doesn't look to me like he's going to be in a position to do Trump very many favors, because it sort of looks to me like he's going to be fighting his own war. What that war is about, I'm not sure, but certainly from these cards, it would suggest that it has something to do with money and him trying to hang on to it, not wanting to be judged, being overly emotional. You've got, you know, the Wheel of Fortune here. He might very well want to, but I don't believe he's going to be able to. So that's just my little mini reading on Mike Pence. You know, he's kind of a sad individual when you really think about it. So, you know, just maybe energetically, if you have a thought, just send him some positive energy. Maybe help him to, you know, reestablish his link to the truth and to what he was supposed to be doing when he assumed that office. In the meantime, take care. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for finding me. I very much appreciate people who watch my videos, who like and subscribe. It means a very great deal to me. And I'm very grateful that I got to see you today on June 10th. Take care, be well, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.